That's hurtful. But you're probably closer to right than you're not. But that point, the point that I'm bringing up is, there's good and bad things to everything. There's good second and third order consequences to everything that we do, right? So when we're thinking about this, and again, we're not really talking about anything in particular, but when you're in that development program and you're like, when am I ready? And how am I going to go perform? And I have all this anxiety about performance and all these other things that we talked about. Like you have to be able to inject some realism in it. And I love getting, DMs from people that ask. I had somebody that, sent me this DM, and I think he was looking for some big, like, Jedi mind trick sort of answer. The person that DM'd me was just like, has anybody just woken up and decided that they want to be a PJ? And then, from that day out, they just go do it. And I'm like, yeah, every PJ on the face of the planet has done that. Every single person that ever tried the pararescue pipeline woke up one day and was like, this is what I'm going to do. And I need to start today to make this happen. And they decided, and you could just go. And he literally just wrote back. He was like, okay. I was like, yeah, so maybe make today your day. Maybe you decide today. Like I decided, a long time ago. And then, here I am. Good, bad, or indifferent.
But that's the most important thing. I was talking to a friend the other day about something, and about like going to a restaurant and looking at the menu, right? And like I'm the person, I look at the menu item that I find something I like, I close the menu and I throw it away, right? And it drives me nuts when people look at the menu and they keep looking at it and they keep looking at it and keep looking at it. But what I think of is when I got the briefing from guys with funny hats on their heads, and I realized that this was an option, I made that decision. And I never unmade that decision. But like right. These people that are like, well, I'm thinking about this. It's like, make a decision today and don't unmake that decision. Like to me, that's the huge part of success is like, everybody here can say the same thing. Like I made that decision one day and like, you never like, yeah, you question it and it's hard and you want to quit sometimes and blah, blah, blah. But like, you never were like, oh, well, I don't know if I still want to do this. Like, make a decision today so you don't have to make that decision later on.
Well, I think it's because they want to make sure that they are making, obviously it's because they want to make sure they're making the right decision, but I think they're so worried that it's the finality of the decision. It's like, oh, well, once I go this route, I can't change. But that's like, whether you do 4 years, 6 years, 10 years, in the Air Force or as this job or whatever job, like it's a snapshot in the movie reel that is your life. Like it's a fraction of the time. And if anything, it's going to help you out. You're going to develop skills, knowledge, life experience that's going to help you. It's the chances are it's not going to hurt you unless obviously you get some kind of car accident or something like that. But like that's just the reality of it, is that you're going to gain skills and gain knowledge that's going to help you out. You just got to do it. And then, Aaron, to your point, I got a message the other day saying, hey, I want to be a CCT. Where should I start? And I'm like, man, have you it's frustrating because I want to help, because the old coach in me wants to help. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, have you done any research? Have you have you watched any of the podcasts or listened to the podcast or did you just see, Peach's CCT on Reddit and let me send him a message? Like, dude, you got to put in some work.